Step 2, pre-production. Okay, you're fully into the process of getting everything together to make your film. This is where you start to hire people that's going to help on the production and get everything in place to actually shoot the film. The one thing I want to stress is you want to get written agreements for everything and everyone. I can't stress this enough. I don't care if they're friends, family, or whatever. Get it in writing. If a friend's gonna let you use their house or their yard or their garage or something like that, get it in writing saying that they don't have a problem with it, and you can use it for a set amount of time, days, or whatever it's gonna be. Because what you will find is people that don't really understand the production process will get tired with it very quickly. And they may get tired to the point where they want you to leave before you're done. So get it all in writing, what you're going to do, and how long you'll be there. Same thing goes for all of your cast and crew. You want to make sure that whenever you hire someone, you get it in writing what their position is, what their pay is, and make sure it's all spelled out, and there's no confusion. All right. Okay, this is where you hire your cast and your crew. You have auditions, and you hire all your cast, and you find all your crew people that's gonna work on the different crew positions. So this is in step 2 in pre-production is when all this is done. Okay, now you want to finalize your script. Now that you have your locations, now that you have the cast and the crew that are going to work on the film, then you can go in and actually finalize the script, because inevitably things are going to change. You may have to change a location based on someone changing their mind on you using it. So you have to change that location or a specific scene in the script. Same with a cast member. You may find that a female works better than a male in a particular role that you've written for. You may have written for a male, but you find that a female works better for whatever reason, or just sometimes the race of the person will change based on the casting. It's like, wow, I had this for a white male, but a black female actually works better. Just the scene works better after I did my auditions, and things just work better with this person than that person, which means you have to go back and change up your script a little bit and finalize things so that you have the actual shooting script that you're going to use. Lock down your locations. Again, I can't stress enough, you have to make sure that the locations that you have are going to be usable on the day of the shoot. There's no discrepancy. I wouldn't hide anything. I would let everyone know how many cars are going to be there, how many people are going to be there, what you're actually shooting, and how long you're going to be doing it, and get all that stuff in writing. And the reason I say lock things down when you get to pre-production, I don't care how many times you talked about it, called your buddy's called you, everyone's excited. Things will sometimes change. People have to use their location right when you're shooting after they promised you for a month that you could use it. All of a sudden you can't use it. So this is the time right before you start shooting to actually lock it down with an agreement and just finalizing everyone you talk to. Make sure things haven't changed, because you would be surprised. A lot of people will talk to you about making your movie, say you can use their locations and things like that, thinking that you'll never make a movie. You'll be surprised how many people will not think that what you're doing is actually going to happen, and they'll just talk and talk and talk, and talk to you like it's all going to happen, and then when it's actually time, they either back out or they didn't really understand what it was going to take and things like that. So you want to go back, lock things down, make sure that they haven't painted, done some type of different construction on the location or whatever, because they just didn't think about you making your movie, or they forgot about it or whatever. So this is what I mean by lock down your locations, make sure everything is good for the upcoming shoot. Okay, purchase or rent all needed equipment. This is also the step where you go ahead and lock down your equipment, buy whatever you need, and rent whatever you need in this step. So you don't want to wait too late to get your equipment. You also don't want to get things too early, because if you start buying a bunch of stuff and you don't wind up using that piece of equipment in a scene, because you say you have to cut the scene because the location changed or something like that, things like that will happen. So I would always buy or rent everything you need in the pre-production process, because you're in the steps of making your film, things are coming together, and after you lock down your equipment cast and everything, your script is done, then go out and start purchasing and renting all the equipment. That way you know for sure right before you shoot you have the right equipment for the right scenes, and everything will work without a problem, and you haven't forgotten anything. So pre-production, purchase and rent all needed equipment. Okay, you want to buy production insurance. Now, a lot of first-time and experienced filmmakers do not buy production insurance. I highly suggest that you buy production insurance with workers' compensation attached. You definitely want to do this because you have to remember that everything falls on your shoulders. So, you want to make sure that you're covered, and if there are any issues, all you have to do is make a phone call, and you can get the insurance coverage process going, and it won't be something that comes out of your pocket. This is real important. You definitely want to do this. So I highly suggest that you buy your production insurance at this point. Like I said, after you have your cast and crew, the scenes, your script is locked down, you have all the equipment, things like that. Then you go out and go ahead and get your production insurance. So that covers step 2, pre-production. These are the things that are done in pre-production. And if you get these things done, then you're on the right track to move into step 3, which is production. All right, I'll see you in step 3.